and I'm at Tanglewood Elementary. Some voters I've talked to are not happy with the setup. They say it's an issue of inequality among political parties. So the next time you're in the rec, try using the blood pressure kiosk by simply sitting at the kiosk and following the instructions on the screen. Crossing the crosswalk here on South University Drive has caused major safety problems for both drivers and pedestrians. While the team practices over the next 6 weeks, this season you won't have to wait until spring to catch them in action. For most people, going viral on the app TikTok comes from doing the dances, but one TCU student has a different story, and he's using his platform to inspire others. And I'm Riane Cleveland. We start with the first major contest for the Democratic nomination for president. Before he was president, Donald Trump had a cameo in the Christmas movie Home Alone 2. Thursday, when a rerun aired in Canada, the cameo was missing, leading to a lot of claims of people being so sensitive they had to remove the president from the movie. Jason Puckett with our Verified team checks out if the claim is true. Sophia told me that during her screening process to come back to the U.S., they asked her 2 questions. Did she have any flu-like symptoms, and if she had been to Wuhan City during the past 14 days. That's it. The Trump administration is waiving federal contracting laws to build more border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. I think you should. You know, my favorite move on TikTok is the woes, so I mean, this is my favorite thing to do.
Of course.
I think you should just put yourself out there and you'll be fine. It's the season of giving, and now you can give to families in need without ever having to leave your house. For the first time ever, the U.S. Postal Service's Operation Santa program is digital. Echoing down the hallway of the first floor of Maudie South is a distinct sound of college rock and rap. But that sound hadn't always echoed through the hall.
Have been the music itself. When I was a student here, it was still predominantly like red dirt country, Americana, real twangy.
Jeffrey Craig and Janice McCall decided that KTCU needed a change after previous management left, and country music already had a home on other stations in Fort Worth and the DFW area.
Kind of stagnant in country music. No offense to country music, but that doesn't fit for what, if you look around anywhere, what college radio is supposed to be about.
But they didn't stop at just changing the music. They also wanted to get more students involved that didn't have the opportunity before.
The old way that it was done was basically to get in the door at KTCU, you needed to be a student taking one of the classes. And those classes were really only offered to FTDM majors and sports broadcasting majors. And so it kind of closed off a lot of people when you're thinking about college radio station. Anybody can like music from any field.
Craig and McCall's main goal as co-managers is to make KTCU a college radio station that is more welcoming to students.
Just to mentor the students in a fashion where they're enjoying learning.
KTCU is one of the only offices that keeps its door open, and it's for a reason.
We wanted to make sure we opened those doors. So there still are some classes that are offered, but now there's volunteer opportunities. So anybody that wants to learn can just walk in the door. The door is open. That's another key. The door is open. The blinds are open. You see people.
3 years ago, there weren't many students getting hands-on experience, but Jeffrey Craig and Janice McCall have opened up doors that were once closed. Riane Cleveland, TCU News Now.
Every Sunday, they told us to stay in our dorms because of outbreaks.
TCU student Sophia Cousino arrived in Shanghai a few weeks ago for her spring semester.
Shanghai was already pretty empty at that point. Things were kind of closed down.
Sophia said her mom was touched to know that TCU study abroad was on top of everything, which made her feel comforted.
They had been really on top of it, which my mom was like, I didn't even know they knew that she was in China.
When Sophia's program was canceled, it was the same time the virus got a lot worse, which made it harder for her to get a spot on a flight back to the U.S.
We kind of realized we needed to get out of there fast because we heard flights were being booked. At that point, it was any flight that can get out of there. Let's get it.
But to her surprise, when arriving to the Shanghai airport, it was very empty, including her plane, and everyone was taking the necessary precautions to stay safe.
Also, everyone on the plane is wearing a mask.
I haven't seen one person without one.
I was using hand sanitizer every like 5 minutes probably. People never took off their mask, it seemed like, except when they were eating.
Even though it was a crazy start to her semester, Sophia remained positive through everything.
I knew that we were going to be getting out of there. I trusted the program. I trusted TCU to not let anything happen.
For TCU News Now, I'm Riane Cleveland. If you've been to the TCU Rec Center's weight room recently, you've probably seen or used the blood pressure kiosk. In April of 2019, the first blood pressure kiosk in North Texas was installed at the Texas Christian University Recreation Center. The kiosk's ability to monitor blood pressure and educate users is a very important asset to TCU students.
I think it's important, especially on the college campus, to emphasize health, especially for a lot of us families have hereditary things going on. For me personally, my family does, so I think it's important and something that my parents would appreciate me doing more often.
The data that shows that the kiosk is the most used in the country is no surprise to the rec staff because of TCU's campus recreation and wellness promotions commitment to wellness education.
I think the big thing to know is that as a Horned Frog, we should be heart healthy and we should be aware of our numbers. And I think even when we are as young as 18 years old, it is important to start tracking those metrics that tell you what's truly going on the inside of your body.
So the next time you're in the rec, try using the blood pressure kiosk by simply sitting at the kiosk and following the instructions on the screen. So you can join other Horned Frogs and have your finger on the pulse of your health. For TCU News Now, I'm Riane Cleveland.